Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Modular Mayhem Reloaded from X2. So, between episodes, as you can see, my hammer is completely out of power. This is the second time that this has happened. So between episodes, I ground up a lot of resources. I need sand. This has been sitting here recharging, and we kind of need more power. So we're going to do a couple of things that are going to assist with this. The first thing is to come over here. We're going to make a tome of knowledge, and this is from Thermal Foundation, and I've used it in my custom pack. Basically, it allows me to store my experience. I'm going to go ahead and store all but 4 levels. Why 4 levels? Well, for one, you can stick it in here. Now, this should, in theory, help enchanting if I go to enchant things. Oops. Now I'm curious. It's not quite what I meant to do. No. Press U. Can we... Okay, we do not appear to be able to enchant that. Alright. I thought maybe we could enchant it with holding, but that's fine. The other thing we need is... Where's our string? 1, 2, 3, 4 string, and 1, 2, 3, 4 golden nuggets, because we need to make a golden lasso, or lasso, depending on which, lasso takes 8 levels of experience. That's why, shift right click to get XP out of here. And it really only works in this tape. Does it work only in that table? You gotta do it like this, because the JEI does not work with these tables. It does. Okay. Right. I do like the fact that you can just click that little button up in the corner to close that. So, very first thing we need to do with our golden lasso is come over this way and find one of the umpteen million chickens that are around here. Oh no, come back here, chicken. Oh, we got too close to the chaos node here. That's what that noise was. I'm pretty sure. Right, so, next thing to do is come back here. This has been running. I've been using the blocks to make... we also want some of this. I've been using the coke blocks to make... there's fuel in the steam dynamo, which is still running on one of the blocks, I think. Are we producing power? Yeah, we're still producing power, so this is climbing up. Right. So the next thing we need to make is a the chicken wing ring, which is pretty simple. Takes a couple of those, a couple feathers of which we have many. And 1, 2, 3, 4 iron. It should work in this table. Not that it really matters that much. So the one problem is that it requires grid power, and grid power is not exactly easy to come by. But we're not going to stop here. Excuse me. Not going to stop here with this. What we're going to do is move up to the next level as soon as I... Come here, lasso. As soon as I go over here, and I saw one before, so hopefully it'll still be here. No. What I need now is a squid, which may or may not be easy to find. Oh, well, of course. When you need a squid, there's no squid. Aha! Here's some squid. So, now, it's not working right now because we have no grid power. Give me the squid. Alright, hammer, which needs to be recharged. Right, so, let's go. The fact that the hammer chops out a 5x5 is just absolutely fantastic for getting things done. I've also moved up to a second satchel because this now holds all my tools, whereas this is literally just stuff I pick up off the ground. I still like this thing. It doesn't do the whistling, which I've been told is the catching the thermals every time. You don't have any more paper for me. I went over here and made a little bit of an upgrade. These are signatum plated item ducts, and they can transport items as well as run power, and it's very, very useful. This was running sand up into the induction smelter, and it will be again once I have power. Right, so if we take this and we can go ahead and press U on it, and we can use this with a squid, a ender pearl, 2 diamonds, and some black dye, and get the ring of the flying squid, which gives me 16 grid power. It requires 16 grid power, but makes a jetpack. We're not getting any benefit out of this because we have no grid power. So what we need is a resonator, which is a coal block for some reason. One of you, bunch of you, and some redstone. Grab you. Then we need a manual mill just for now, which is polished stone, which is there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you can I chisel that? It doesn't matter. I don't have a chisel on me, so. And it's just 4 stone bricks like that. So we should be able to make. We need one of these. Just give me a bunch of redstone. I have redstone for literally days. 2, 3, 4. We're gonna need more of that, but for right now, it's less of an issue than I'm outrunning the. Excuse me. Thought I had another one of you. Thought I'd grab 2 of you. There we go. So that's a manual mill. We're gonna need more. We are going to need more polished stone, which is here. So what we're going to make are water mills, which are pretty simple, and almost everybody makes them because they're really kind of crazy powerful. This can go here. No, it can't, because I did, excuse me. Sorry about that. I did go back and get my researcher, or the metal block I needed for the researcher. And now we have the future pack researcher here, which we can do all sorts of things with. We'll get to that eventually. Let's come out here then. Actually, I got a better place. Let's go upstairs with it. I really hate that noise. I don't know why. I shouldn't. There's no reason to hate it, and yet I hate that noise. Alright, so let's get our polished stone in there, and you just right click this, and you can just right click it and then let it go, and it will slowly generate polished stone. It turns polished stone into stone burnt, and water mill. So the water mill requires 6 stone burnt, and it doesn't take that long to make. But as you saw, we're going to need more redstone gears. I always end up leaving my manual mill set up somewhere. I did manage to properly. We can look at I did manage to properly regrow that tree, and something I want to do with my ender pearls. I have 5 now, so I have just enough to make the ring and also the elevators I'm going to need, is move to a base that's in the air. I want to be off the ground where all the umpteen zillion mobs are, and I really, really don't feel like... Okay. I like the fact that it does keep its power, so if you look away from it, you don't have to start back from the beginning. There's our stone burnt. Let me go back. Okay, I have to admit, it does look pretty cool. And it even multi-blocks. Wow. I might be making quite a lot of stone burnt Right. So, 5 more resonating crystals. I'm going to need at least one. Can we do this? Can we turn you back into... We can. Excellent. You can come with me. And you get more sticks. We'll need... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm gonna need more wood, but wood's not that hard to come by. I do sort of have... I have a manual tree farm, essentially. There we go. Here's our water. So, in order to make this signalum, I actually had picked up with my reservoir 2 buckets of energized redstone, and I dumped it into the food transposer, and then made the buckets. Because I picked up, where is it? This stuff, destabilized clathrate, which comes from destabilized redstone ore, which in the world sometimes makes buckets, or leaves buckets of redstone behind, which is actually kind of useful. That's not what I needed. I need to fill this with some water. I really need to make a second. I really want to make a second one of these, so I always have one with water and then one for whatever food I'm trying to pick up. So let's come over here. This can just be on ground level for all I care. You can go away. So the trick to this is it needs water on the side, not source blocks. So place this here, and place one here. No, and one there. And you can see that. All right, let's go up a bit, and we can see the bar better. So we come up here, and oh, right. Let me try that again. I forgot how the ring works. You basically have to hold the space bar in order to do it. But this is essentially a cut rate hang glider. And you hold your bar, and like a chicken, you float gently to the ground, which is really, really useful. Alright, next thing, we need to upgrade. So right now, if we go and check, we're getting 16 GP, and this is producing more stone burnt, which is awesome. I will grab... Oh, I had some. Those make more of these because I'm going to... okay, stop. Like that, thank you. Because I'm going to have more stone burnt in just a second, and the more of these things I have, the better. There we go. And I'll put that there. Nope. I want 2 more, but actually what I'll need to do is take this and put it in here, because then I can make the stuff without having to reload the thing every time. Or each... yeah, I'm babbling. So, if we take this one, we can place it here. And now it's generating 8, and if we break these out, and this shovel's going to break in a minute, and that's fine by me. And now it's generating 8, and now we have 32 to be... right. So now we have 32 power to work, 32 GP to work with. It doesn't actually make that any faster unless you install speed upgrades. Which, yeah, I might do at some point. That can just sit in there for now. Right. Next thing we need is close the lid, go to sleep. Because I keep going to sleep because I do have a solar panel running. Nope. Okay, off my bar, thank you. I want an open hand. And this is slowly gaining about 10 RF per tick. This says it only does 5, but the numbers don't seem to be quite right. Let's see. Was that silver in there? Oh, it's nickel. Alright, yeah, because I want more nickel. I'm still a little light on nickel. Alright, this is the wrong way to go. I need to go in here. I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 6 somehow. I need a chest. Need to make a hopper, not slag. Grab you, get 1 hopper. Then we need to take this steel and convert it into, where's my hammer? Where's my hammer? Convert this into, not that. Thank you. Hopefully light steel plates will behave themselves. If not, well, I've made a boo-boo. And, I shall endeavor to allow... You know what? Let's go charge up the hammer a bit. I know I have some power in my energetic infuser, even if this will basically vacuum it all up shortly. Or in pretty short order. This needs to be upgraded, but that also requires that everything else here be upgraded, and that's enough. I'm so used to having my Tinker's sword that it's just... There we go. So, now we can take this, and like that. Ah, it did work. Excellent. So, we take that, and 1, 2, 3. And then we make a 3x3 of this. Excuse me. This is the one thing about immersive engineering that I love more about it than about Railcraft. Which is surprising, because Railcraft has been one of those mods that I just always really liked. There we are. You're really annoying. 1, improved blast furnace. Which means we can take this, and if I'm not mistaken, and I'm pretty sure I'm not, the right click. I appear to be out of... I don't know what's up with one probe. It does not show me what's in the compacting drawers. So give me 9 of those. There's pulverized iron in here. Ah, which means I don't need to worry about that, because it should be... Yes, back here. This is set up. I'll show you that in a second. Put that in there. 1 of those. This is set up so that it immediately ejects through an item duct into a wardrobe. Although the thought occurs to me I didn't actually need the item duct. I could have just dumped into this like that. It doesn't matter which way I go around the house. This actually grew up and I harvested it, so I'm not worried about the ender pearls. 1 of you and 1 of you. And I think this is actually faster even without the preheaters than the unupgraded one. I also went and found some... Stop it. Found some lily pads so I don't keep falling into here and having to jump back out and accidentally trample the crops. I need to eat something is what I need to do. Right. So, how do we... Squid. Ring of the Flying Squid. So, 2 diamonds, an ender pearl, that, and then ink sacs. Do I have ink sacs? Tell me I have ink sacs. Okay, seriously? I'm being stymied by a lack of ink sacs. Also, I have tons and tons of these souls, and this is the wrong chest. I was putting them all in here. Right, these souls are used to make a tool soul, which allows items to level up and gain skills, and it's diamond and glass, and I have 9 diamonds and have not yet managed to find any more. Oh, that's stone. Huh, okay. Right, so let's go find some... It's not as good as the glider, but it's not too bad. Right, and because of the way you're holding jump, you actually end up bouncing off into each... You can actually get pretty good glide out of it. Here, squiddy, squiddy, squiddy. Ha-ha! Squid meat. Hammer. Come on. Thank you. How many do we get? We got 3. Oh, of course, I need 1 more. Even a black glow rose would be fine, because it's ore dictionaried. He's really awkward trying to... who'd have thunk I would have needed... Who would have thought that I'd had diamonds and ender pearls and be stymied by black dye? I'm pretty sure Iskandar would have. Oh, because Squid Power's no longer chunk loaded, that's why. I'll have to deal with that. Chunk loading seems to have been behaving itself lately, but I see you, Mr. Squid. You cannot escape from hammer. There we go. So the reason I want the Ring of the Flying Squid, although yes, you can, in fact, as far as I'm aware, use both the squid and the chicken rings, as long as you have the GP together. Brain, hello, thank you. There we go. We're chunk loaded again. Whee! I'm sorry, it really is actually that much fun. I want to hear it. Just don't say it. I walked right by it. Just don't say a word. Also, don't say it. I have to admit, the Certus Quartz tools last a whole lot longer than I expected them to. I expected to be replacing them pretty quickly, and I haven't had to, which is nice. House is over here, genius. The house will soon be up there, but for right now, it's still over here. Right. So, let's go make our... I do really like this hammer. Oh. 1 ender pearl, 2 diamonds. And voila, 1 ring of the flying squid. Which doesn't need to be in the inventory. But rock calamari is actually pretty good food. You can go in there. I did put this up. I get this beryllium dust and the zirconium dust as I'm mining, and it kind of starts to clog up the inventory after a while. So you go in there. You can go in there. Oh, I remember why I had wheat on me. Right. So the reason I want the flying squid is so that I can do this. Fly up, no matter where I am, get almost to the maximum height, and hang glider off wherever I want to go. Speaking of which, while I'm here, let's find a safe landing spot. Go away, squid. I don't want to talk to you. Yep. So, this needs to be in a loaded chunk. Nope, that's the wrong button. We have to go here, go to our... was it left click? There. I don't want that. Actually, I do want that, because it's going to be part of the treehouse. Alright, and the best thing about this flying squid ring is I can actually get all the way up to the top of the treehouse. I'm figuring that since this is the lowest level, what I'll do is build the house here. And this will be a good place to have the level of my house. I think English. I think what I'll do is go here and just build on top of... That's actually a lower level. Well, you know what? I will replace this tree. There we go. Come out here, you. You can go away, and you can go away. Me creeps, deal with that, please. Right, so I'm basically going to replace this tree. I like the fact that me creeps gets a lot of saplings. But I'm basically going to move to the top of these trees, and... Didn't I make... I did. There we go. Wait, one... I appear to be Alex again. This is, awkward. Yep, I appear to be Alex, and I'm not sure why. Alright. Not that it bothers me. Excuse me, where'd all my saplings go? Thank you. No. Need more saplings. Whee! I'm sorry. I shouldn't be quite that excited, but I am. 1, 2. I did get 2, right? Yeah, the fact that now I can now jetpack, if not precisely fly, if not really creative mode flight, it just makes me ecstatic. And with the hang glider, it's just as good. Actually, I think it's better than creative mode flight, in my opinion. So the other thing we were going to do is get... And the reason I actually wanted the... You need to be processing, which means you can now start out running. You can go there. You can go ahead and go in here, because we need the... Alright, first of all, you stop running. Second of all, you get out of there. Basically, I want the nickel dust to be going into here. Which it should do, because it has nowhere else to go. I did make the speed upgrade. I think I mentioned that last time. There we go, pulverized nickel. Let's go grab some sand. I think I have just enough time to... Oh, I'll be right back. Right, sorry about that. Work thing. Oop. Okay. I always forget that this is on a toggle. On a toggle. And is independent of the... I actually need exactly 5 sand for what I want to do. 5 sand is more than sufficient. Oh, jetpack. How I have missed you. This isn't exactly the best jetpack in the world. But it's better than no jetpack at all. I'm almost certain that we have something that can do fall canceling. I just don't know what it is. So, what we do is we get 5 nickel, and you can go to off. And I think it'll finish its thing. And as soon as it comes in here, which should be 2 of them. There we go. So, I'm going to put 5 of you in there, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 copper. And this will get us Constantan, which... If we take it and we can make Constantan plates, which can make Thermoelectric Generators. Now, we do need some copper coil blocks, which they aren't that expensive. Get a bunch of copper. We're going to need the other satchel because it's got our wire cutters. So, we take this, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'm going to take 16 of these and make copper plates. You can come here. We're going to need more sticks. Quick way to get sticks, like so. Right. So this goes with the wire cutters, which make this. Which make... Okay, stop it. Thank you. Which make that. Which... A couple of iron. Makes... 2 of those. My constant hand should be done by now. It is. Fantastic. Take this with this hammer, which is not hammer, but still hammers things. Those and those. And you are done. You are done. Fantastic. Like I said, I adore the improved blast furnace. Come on. And, oh, have to make this... Have to not throw this on the ground. Go. We'll take this. Cross like that. And we get 2 thermoelectric generators. Which, actually need... nope, some heat and some... Actually, I don't need to do that. I have right here 1 block of uranium. As far as I know, you can extract power from the sides, which will work out just fine. You can go away. You can go away. You can go away slowly. So, in theory, what we should do is put the block of uranium here. 1 of you there, 1 of you there. And it should be actually generating power, but I think it's not doing it very quickly. Yeah, it's not doing it very quickly. Either that or it's not actually pulling. And if it's not pulling, that's fine. I'll move it down 1 and connect with cables. Right, yeah, you can see 0 RF per tick. What we need to do is go around and grab something. I'll just use cobblestone for now. I can fancy it up later. I only wanted 1 cobblestone. Only wanted 1 cobblestone, thank you. Right. Oh. Aha! It doesn't matter, I have a jetpack. Nope. And... why are you not producing RF per tick? Either that or it's producing it at such a speed that it's not actually... Right, let's go around and check our battery. I know we've gone a little over time. Right, so if we turn this off, we are not getting any power out of these. Alright, which means that they are not outputting out the top, which is fine. Fluid ducts. Nope. Nope. I have. Find them. Ha! Leadstone flux ducts. My brain is trying to run faster than my mouth can keep up with, which is not really helpful. Alright, you come with me, and you. And all of this, that one can actually stay because it's... Right. I do have an axe, which is useful. Right, so, let's try this again. Block of uranium, which should provide some heat. Thermoelectric generator. And we want cobble. Right, and just looking for my bucket. So these do not show up on 1 probe as far as I know, as to whether they're producing any power. Okay, so we are slowly gaining some power. Excuse me. That we were not gaining power. Why are you guys not working? Right, come here. I'd rather not have to do this off camera, but... I think I know why. So I think what I need is to have water on the outside, and because it needs to be on opposite sides of the heat. So these should be generating RF now. Either that or they're doing a different thing, which is equally annoying. That's better. Now it's working. And I can increase the heat that's coming out of here by... excuse me. Get out of there. Put that there. Put that there. And now, because it's dark, so I know that the solar panel's not producing anything. So now what we should be seeing is... excuse me. Is this producing a lot of power in pretty short order. Yeah, this is 80 RF per tick, and this uses 20, and this uses 20. So if I turn... you come out of there. I want to do cobblestone, because cobblestone generates sand. And you can go back in there, though. And we turn... why do you not save that configuration? We're still producing 80 RF per tick, but now we're also producing from that. You can start producing sand again. You can no, nickel goes in here. And you can actually start producing again. As can you. And gravel won't go anywhere because it has nowhere to go. But this, as it gets sand, will begin rapidly smelting through the pulverized nickel. And this looks like, yes, we are still gaining power, which is fantastic. So, I'm going to recharge my hammer, going to let this process through, and next episode, hopefully, I will be able to get started on Future Pack, as well as hopefully have a newly grown tree, which is, again, too small. It's not in here. It's in here. Alright. Stop that. Alright, I am going to go and replace that tree and see if I can get a properly sized one. But until then, this has been Modular Mayhem Reloaded, Tracks 2. I will see you guys next time. Bye.